Not only do they want to take cheap coal-fired power out of the market, they want to build all these solar panels, wind turbines, transmission lines and infrastructure to bring this renewable energy into the grid, and that will all flow into your bill. And who, apart from me and a few others, are saying anything about it? Well, I'll tell you something. Struggle Street is saying plenty. Collins says, quote, "The tide will eventually turn on this madness. This young woke generation won't give a damn about the climate change hysteria when they can no longer afford to live their current lifestyle because the cost of living has gone so high for too many. Bowen is the worst person to have in this portfolio, and you only have to look at his past record. Everything he's been involved in has turned into a mess," unquote. Well, writes Colin, the tide will turn. Jeffrey writes, "These increases will not only directly cause the poorest and most vulnerable Australians to suffer disproportionately, but they may well result in entrenched stagflation." Stagflation is when slow economic growth and joblessness coincide with rising inflation. Well, Jeffrey says, "The federal election result was basically a national suicide note." Bernard wrote, "They're wrong. The Prime Minister pledged to cut power bills by $275 by 2025. If you can't trust our Prime Minister, then who can you trust?" John says, "Are these people blind? The only reason that electricity bills are soaring is the abject stupidity about carbon dioxide emissions. This country is being sold down the drain with lie after lie." Well, Spando says, "We are constantly told that renewables are cheaper. However, the more renewables in the system, the higher the power prices. Clearly, renewables are more expensive. It would appear to be by a factor of at least 4. We have been lied to." And John says, "Of course we've been lied to. There are lies in every IPCC report. There are also lies perpetuated or created in governments and by gullible CEOs." Steve says, "Our local hotel in Melbourne has had its electricity charge go from 26 cents a kilowatt hour in June to 54 cents a kilowatt hour in July. Previously, $500 a day for electricity, now $1,000 a day, and no end in sight of further rises. This will all end in tears." And Ray, all this pain to achieve a 0.7% reduction in global emissions. The UN, China, Russia, the US and India, the main polluters, are laughing all the way to the bank. How can we Australians be so dumb? Well, the answer to that question is we don't do our homework. It's time we did some and made our voices heard. You check your electricity bill and stand up for common sense. Don't be embarrassed by supporting high efficiency, low emission coal-fired power stations. They're building them all over the world using our coal. Why not here?